Hi, this is John Weber with OutBack Power, and welcome to Intersolar Europe 2019. Very excited to talk about rural electrification and how we bring power to those remote sites. Show a couple different items, and we'll do a quick walkthrough of the booth. Very excited to be inviting and having our Enersys team here as well. So here we're at the rural electrification, and we have sort of three good representations of what it is to bring power in the most simplistic and compact manner possible. Many of you are already familiar with our Flex Power 1 unit, which has the charge controller inverter all together as one product. And this has been our very traditional way of bringing renewable energy to locations, but unfortunately for some the access because of cost is a little bit too high. So we identified that, and we now have two new lines of products with the Alino, or all-in-one. With the Alino all-in-one, this is a unit that has a solar charge controller as well as an inverter put together, and a great little load center that allows us to bring our PV, our AC inputs, as well as a distribution panel for up to 4 circuits using a standard copper busing with it. For a little bit lower cost and some different requirements, we have our Alino TL unit. This is a great high frequency unit, so it's very lightweight and allows us to do monitoring with optics and even bring in high voltage at 450 volts PV input. So this low cost item is really quite nice unit to really bring the power to, again, rural electrification. If you come around here to the other side, I'll show you quickly. When we get into larger systems, we're talking about getting into power requirements that are above and beyond what a single FX inverter can do. And we start talking about mini grid and microgrid solutions. And with this product, we're able to, of course, this is the Radian, but we can stack up 3 of these together for 3-phase, and then we can do 3 sets of those for up to 9 into a total system. So we start talking about multiple buildings or even village electrification. This is a great product to allow us to do that. Down below, we see that we have some great energy cell batteries. These are a traditional battery that we've used in a lot of applications for microgrids and off-grid systems. And this is a 24-volt example. So imagine having 48 volts here, and we have several thousand amp hours worth of storage. And so it makes for a great mix of large storage capacity with large inverter capacity. Let's go ahead and continue on around. Give you a quick overview of the Skybox unit, which is a North American product for right now with advanced controls, but we're very interested to learn if you have interest in being able to connect your system to the grid and be able to receive signals from the grid to allow that unit to sell or consume power based on those new grid requirements like what we're seeing already in California and Hawaii. We want to understand if places like Australia or even here in Germany, in Munich where we are today, if it makes sense. Onward, we have a new feature with the Radian series. So we've already shown that product with 3-phase for microgrid, but oftentimes, and this is getting away from rural electrification and just getting into existing grid tie systems, some people actually want to make sure that they can use their storage or use their power in a new and unique way. And with AC coupling, we can now wake up a traditional grid tie system during a power outage or during a disconnect from the grid and get that system going through AC coupling. We do frequency shifting, and we should be ready in the next 60 days or so to bring this firmware to deployment throughout the world. So start thinking about those opportunities where you want to offer to customers, or you are a customer who wants to be able to add energy storage to an existing grid tie system. 2 last things we'll show you very quickly is, of course, we have our FM100 charge controller here, which has been a growing concern for the international market. This is a great product that has that high survivability. It's outdoor rated. It's meeting the new standards, and it does better in higher thermal environments than even our traditional FM60 and FM80 charge controller. This should be familiar. This is our Flex Power 2, and we have our IBR integrated battery rack with a couple different storage options we see down here. One of them I'm personally excited about. We should be seeing this being offered within the international market here in the next 60 days is the HLC battery. So it's meant to replace some of our previous storage solutions, and we can go with this unit. It will allow us to do 2,740 cycles, C1 charge rate, so we can get those generators on and then off as quickly as possible. A great little product. One thing that we're always talking about is being able to manage your system from anywhere around the world. And we've been sharing the space with this great video that's been put together talking about how we can use remote locations and power, which is really what OutBack Power is known for. But how do we take care of those systems? How do we monitor and look after them? And that's done with Optix RE. So with Optix RE, of course, we have a live system here. We can see how much power we're producing, and we can see where that power is flowing. And if we run into any situations where we need to address an issue with the system, it's probably already sent us, the installer or the end user, an email. And I live with a system in the United States. I have 2 Radians and 4 charge controllers at my house. And it's really nice to know as I travel to Munich and all the other places that I go to that I can help monitor and take care of that system and check in on it periodically without worrying that, I'm leaving behind a system that, has several $1,000s worth of frozen goods or whatnot inside of it. So this is a great show so far. We've been having some awesome conversations. We'd like to have those conversations with you, so please head over to Facebook, check out some of our videos. If you want to watch my travels, #WorldWideWeber will help you find those videos. And you can go to www.outbackpower.com. Please feel free to post up and check out and ask those questions about how renewable energy can help you in the future.